Giving you some more reasons to smile if thinking about the shore isn't one of them, and it should be. Another comfortable day ahead. The humidity was nice and low yesterday, and it stays pretty low today as well, even though we get a little bit warmer than we were yesterday. We have nothing but hazy sunshine, warmer conditions today. The heat and humidity, they rise tomorrow, so enjoy today. It's another comfortable day, just a little bit warmer. Even this morning, it's a little warmer. We're at 47 in Allentown, 57 in the city, still in the 40s in Tabernacle and Millville, but out of the 40s in Middletown, you're sitting at 50 degrees. And as we look at satellite and radar, you can see hardly a cloud, no rain in sight the next couple of days. We do have that smoke in the atmosphere today. It's not bad right now. I think by the afternoon and into the evening, that's when you really notice the haze in the atmosphere today. So at 8 o'clock, it's sunny and 63. At lunchtime, it's 77. At 4 o'clock, it's 82. At 8 o'clock, sunny and 76. Breaking into the low 80s, but still pretty comfortable, Matt.
Sounds like another winter.
And when police responded to the scene on Torresdale Avenue near Levick Street, they saw a vehicle speeding away. Officers followed that vehicle all the way to Fontaine Street in North Philadelphia, where police took 2 people into custody. Action News reporter Corey Davis is live at the scene of the shooting with the story that spans several neighborhoods. Corey, good morning.
Interesting, because when you have a little bit of smoke in the atmosphere, it enhances the sunrise and sunset. You're seeing a little bit of that out there today. It's not a lot of smoke at the moment. I think it's enhanced a little more this afternoon, so I'm expecting a pretty vibrant sunset this evening out there. 57 degrees, the current temperature under mostly clear skies. The winds are really light out of the southwest. We're talking about 5 miles an hour, so no problem. Visibility is no issue, and that dew point's 52. It's nice and comfortable. Head out for that morning jog before you're dealing with the stickies over the next couple of days, because today's pretty good. At 6 a.m. it's 57, so yeah, it's comfortable out there with the humidity and the temperature. We have some haze in the atmosphere, but not too bad. At 9 o'clock it's 66. At 11 it's 74. By lunchtime you're already at 77. So it's going to be a little warmer than it was yesterday, where we were in the low to mid 70s. Today we'll be in the low 80s out there. Hazy and more humid for today. Tomorrow's high is 88. Thursday, hot and humid, 90. Friday, a spotty storm north and west, and 87 degrees. We'll be back with that 7-day forecast, Alyana and Tam, in just a minute.
All right.
It's going to be a good one.
Well, let's say good morning to Karen and to Matt as they look at your AccuWeather and your traffic. Good morning.
And I think you said earlier all your neighbors are supposed to come over for lemonade later today. Something like that.
No, right? I said check on your older friends and bring them lemonade.
Oh.
You think I'm the oldest one in the I actually probably am. I don't want to think about that. Thanks a lot.
That's
Good
fun.
morning, everybody. Love Matt Pellman. He's so great. Reasons to smile. I work with such a dear friend. Next time I bring you a snack. Another comfortable day. Reasons to smile out there. You don't work with Pellman. That's a good reason. Hazy sunshine today, even a little warmer today than it was yesterday. The heat and humidity rise tomorrow, so try to enjoy today. It's not quite as cool as yesterday, but overall, it's a good one out there. 57 degrees, the current temperature. It's still just 47 in Allentown, 45 in Tabernacle, so a couple of these spots in the 40s. 49 degrees in Millville, sort of comfortable to start you off. Maybe a little bit of a light hoodie. Satellite and radar showing nice and clear out there. The issue is a little bit of smoke in the atmosphere this morning that I think is more noticeable in the afternoon. So we do have a haze developing today. At 8 a.m. it's sunny and 63. At lunchtime it's 77. At 4 o'clock sunny and the low 80s. At 8 o'clock hazy sunshine and 76. So not quite as bright as this appears in this graphic. It's going to be hazy out there, and you can kind of see that in your sky right now. A little bit of haze in the atmosphere means a really nice sunrise out there.
And I'll look forward to all the treats you bring me.
Yes.
I will proceed with caution for sure.
Yikes. Running back Saquon Barkley has hurdled his way onto the cover of Madden NFL 26.
Barkley says it is another childhood dream of his to come true. And if fans at home can't shake the feeling of the so-called Madden curse,
there is that.
Barkley has something to say about that too.
Action News reporter Catherine Scott is live for us in South Philadelphia outside Geno's Steaks, which has been rebranded Steakwans to celebrate the athlete's honor. If anybody can beat the curse, it's Saquon.
The man accused of firebombing a group of Jewish people in Boulder, Colorado, has been charged with federal hate crimes. 45-year-old Mohammed Sabri Solomon made his first court appearance yesterday. Now, these pink and purple hues when there's a little bit of something in the atmosphere.
That's right. We're getting a little bit of the hint of the smoke in the atmosphere. It's not enough to impact us greatly, especially this morning. I think it's more noticeable in the afternoon. So you'll notice even more of that haze and vibrant sunrises and sunsets. It's not a big issue for air quality, but we are going to dive into that in just a minute with the AccuWeather forecast. For now, 57 degrees is what you can expect as you head out the door. Pretty comfortable numbers. We've got hazy sunshine. The winds are really light. They're out of the southwest at about 5 miles an hour. Dew point 52. Really low humidity. It feels comfortable just like yesterday. So heading out for that morning jog, kind of a perfect day to do it before the heat and humidity kind of creep back into the picture. We're only in the upper 50s, even at 7 o'clock this morning. So that's pretty comfortable for this time of year. Good amount of sunshine. At 8 o'clock it's 63. At 10 it's 71. At lunchtime it's 77 degrees. You're starting to feel that warmth a little bit more. Today's high, we're forecasting 83. Yesterday we were in the low to mid 70s. So it's a little warmer than yesterday. You noticing that, but not too hot. I think Wednesday and Thursday we're kind of turning up the heat for folks who don't like it too warm. You're going to be feeling that later this week. We'll talk about that in the 7-day in just a minute. Alyana and Tam.
All right, Karen. It's a morning buzz for the singles out there, and it's already got people inside our newsroom talking. Tinder is testing a new feature that has a lot of people a little unsure about this new feature.
I guess if you don't want to waste people's time, you know what you want. The dating app added a height filter to its premium subscription. Reps for the platform. Some of this is people always talk about. People submit pictures and they show up 20 years older at a different weight and a different height. And they're trying to get people to be more honest about where they're at.
I can see for like people who are unusually tall, right? You know, you've got some women, like some basketball players that are like 5'11", maybe 6 foot, and they're like, I really can't date a short king. I need to have somebody who is here. But I agree, it is a little too superficial.
I think a lot of people would tell you, I generally date people with dark hair or this height or do this thing. But everybody has that one person who was different but was great. They were glad they dated that person. So you would be cutting out that possibility.
Just meet people. I mean,
think
what's
that's
next,
the
Karen?
key,
We're gonna
right?
put cup sizes as minimum and maximum on these apps.
It's coming if it's not already there.
I think the best thing is those speed dating sites. People don't do that very much anymore.
Yeah.
But you know, you meet somebody, you talk for 5 minutes, and you get a sense of if you like that person, you know, whether short, tall, whatever they are. Good morning, everybody. Let's talk about that summer heat on the way. Wednesday's high is 88. Thursday could be our first 90 of the season. Friday, 87. So temperatures flirting with 90 for 3 days in a row. You're going to feel the heat. You're going to feel the humidity starting tomorrow. A lot of people like to escape to the shore, especially this time of year when those temperatures are going to be much cooler, and it's pretty comfortable there. Today and tomorrow we're talking low 70s at the shore. Thursday even low to mid 70s when we're sitting near 90 here. Friday partly cloudy skies and 74. It's a really nice stretch at the shore when you have the influence of the ocean coming on. Satellite and radar showing that we've got clear conditions out there other than the haze in the atmosphere. As we look at it right now, we're seeing a lot of the shades of green, a little bit of yellow, which means only the hint of some of the smoke from the Canadian wildfires that we've been talking about. You notice it more when you get to the darker shades of red. So let's advance this a little bit. And by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I think especially your western suburbs, you're starting to notice some of that haze in the atmosphere. Certainly through the evening and nighttime hours, I think that's when it's really settled over our region. And by tomorrow morning, it's already pushing out. You notice it in the morning, but by 10:30 in the morning, the smoke is trying to clear a little bit. So the worst of it later today and tomorrow. As far as air quality, the meter today is moderate. It's about a 60 with that number. So it's on the low side of moderate. I really don't think it impacts too many people. If you have asthma, you may be more noticing that. Tomorrow it creeps up just a little higher because humidity moves up as well. So it might be a little bit more of an issue. But overall, it's not bad with the air quality. Take the dog for a nice long walk today. It's another good one because even though it's warmer than yesterday, it's still pretty comfortable with the humidity out there. At 6 o'clock, it's 57. At 10, we're about 71 degrees. We were in the low to mid 70s yesterday. Today, we're in the low 80s. So at 2 o'clock, it's 81. At 6 o'clock, you have that haze in the atmosphere, but temperatures in the low 80s at this point. Let's look at your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast. Hazy sunshine, but it's nice today. Comfortable humidity with temperatures in the low 80s. Tomorrow, it's still hazy, but more humid. We bring that high up to 88. Thursday is hot and really humid, a high near 90 degrees, and looks pretty dry. Maybe an isolated storm pops up Thursday. Even Friday looks mostly dry. I think if you're north and west, you might get a spotty storm late day, and that high is 87. The wettest day of the week still looks to be Saturday. It's humid with some showers and storms. Still, the timing or how much, models kind of going back and forth with that, but I would expect some storms around. Sunday's less humid, kind of clearer out there, and 79. 78 on Monday, still pretty comfortable with maybe some showers coming Monday night or Tuesday.